Hello, hello. Good evening, good evening.
Well met, loyal friend. You've made a real impact on the realm. Thank you for your contributions.
Hey, Luna. Thank you so much for the 8 months of support. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let me get your wisdom going here. Hey, what's up, Noodle? Good evening. Okay, I also need my reference here. Pull that up really quick. Thanks, Luna. Let's see. Where is it? Oh. Here. Okay, there we go. Oh. Doing pretty good. It's been kind of our first full day back into the swing of things with all the illness and birthday and all that stuff going down. Let the past be a lantern to light your way forward, not a chain that binds your feet to where you already have been. That's a good one. Let the past be a lantern to light your way forward, not a chain that binds your feet to where you've already been. So true. Okay. See if we can get this portrait locked in, at least for the first baking stage. That's our mission this evening. Try to get things a little more honed in. I'd like to get this in the oven and cooking for the first time. We don't have to get it, you know, I think I would like to bake regardless of where it is, because it's very close and we can lock in what we've done, and we can always continue to tweak things post-bake. Sometimes it's even easier to deal with after it's got a layer kind of cured. I have some larger loops. Maybe this would be a good time to use these guys. I believe we do have a blurb that explains the source of this portrait. What was the command we set up for that one? It's a young boy named Liam. What did we set? Story explanation. Yeah, great job, Clayton. That's it. A Tory. There we go. There's the story.
When sunset fell on a rye field, it painted everything in red. Small boy stood on the hill. He saw the evil fire spread. Darkness and desperation was feasting in
Yeah.
the village.
Yeah, I have a 5-year-old, so I'm right there with you. It's the truth, man. There's people out there dealing with all kinds of stuff like this, you know. The positive takeaway is to really soak it in and let it, you know, appreciate what you have more. So, knowing there's people out there that lose or have lost that thing that we have that we can so easily take for granted, you know, it's very easy. It's good to have reminders to not do that.
When the dawn wakes the world and the sun rises up, you can hear boys singing.
This nose is getting pretty good, actually.
Time's long gone away. The spells of vicious forces started scattering and hiding in the dark. The boy's wish has come true now.
6-week-old. Oh boy. That's Ooh. The battle has begun. It's like the boot camp phase of parenting. Welcome to boot camp. Straight into the mud. Shoot, man. 23. Yeah. That's very tragic. Sorry for your loss. About sums it up. Yeah, I remember those times. Oh my goodness. It's funny because you know you have all this rest before birth, right? It's it's a little bit uncomfortable and everything, especially when it gets closer. But you have all this like time and rest, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, it's time. It's like no sleep. Rush off to the hospital, and then like hot drop back at home, and it's like, okay, go time, and it's like no rest from that point on. It's like getting para dropped into parenting. Parenting para-dropped. There you go. No, you should sleep. Go to sleep. That was the key. You gotta sleep when they sleep, because they don't let you sleep when you want to sleep. They still don't let you sleep. I'll be like trying to take a little nap on like the couch or something like that, and Emma's just like, elbow drop. What are you doing sleeping, Dad? Please, just let me rest. Please let me sleep. Like they get severely offended by sleep. Sleep offends them. Okay, let's see. It needs to be just a smidge bit more less here. A little bit more on the nose here. I'm seeing it. Yeah, they really do. Here's a couple things of formula. Good luck. You know? And that's so clever, man. That's a little trap that they do. What a clever trap. You know those formula companies pay them prime dollar to give away those free samples at the beginning? It's disgusting. Sickens me, those big businesses. You know, they know doing like breastfeeding and stuff is such a, you know, it's difficult to get into. You know, it's not an easy thing. So they present you this easy way out, you know. Here, for a free gift from us to you. Take it. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we didn't really have like, you know, I wasn't able to be too choosy, of course, but you know, we made the best of what we had. Definitely gave some perspective though on how all that stuff works. All the, you know, that system truly is. Like I remember, so we didn't have anybody to watch the dogs, so I had to go. While we were there, I had to like every 4 hours leave, drive home, let the dogs out. Well, actually, I would make a whole pot of coffee, let the dogs out, let them do their thing, you know, feed them, bring them back inside, be chugging coffee the whole time, then right back on the road, straight back to the hospital. In one of the times, because they don't let you sleep there, they're just constantly waking you up. So, oh, you know, gotta check it. It's like every 30 minutes they're waking you up for something. Super annoying. And then one of the times I had gone to do the dog swap thing, they had asked my wife if, you know, sure, you look like you need some rest. You know, we'll take the baby off your hands and take care of it for you, and that way you get a little bit of sleep. And of course, you know, she said yes. I'm asking so nicely, you know. During that time, it was maybe 30 minutes, not even that long, maybe an hour. And then, of course, later we get the bill, and I think it was $2,000 just for that one. Just for that, taking the baby for 2 hours. It wasn't 2 hours, it was an hour at the most. Some sort of nursery fee. I was so mad. So, hey. I just hate that they don't treat it like other businesses where they actually have to tell you things cost money, you know? Here's the menu. Can I get a menu with everything on it? Oh, you know, when I go to the restaurant, it'd be it's like going to a restaurant and they ask you if you want you know, you want a refill on your beverage, you know? But they don't tell you that the refills cost money, except the refills thousands of dollars. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I think we need to add a little bit here. I'll never forget there was this one time when I was kind of like scoping out places, you know, when we found out we were pregnant and I was trying to figure out, okay, like how does this all work? Where do we go? Like what do we do? And we had gone to this one place that, you know, had good ratings and was a nice, you know, really nice looking place, and you know, trying to find a place to do like the appointments and stuff. And I go in through the front door and I go up to the service desk where the lady is, you know, to sign you in and stuff. And I went up to her, I'm like, hey, do you guys have like a price sheet, like a breakdown of like everything, like on a 1-page deal or something where I can see like how much things cost here? And they like looked at me like I was crazy. I hate that so much. It's like, yeah, it costs money. I want to know how much it costs before I just walk through the front door, like sign paperwork and stuff. This whole like just agreeing before knowing the cost of things idea. It's like, no, I want to know how much it costs so I can shop around just like I would anything else. We didn't go to that place. I've always lived life on the cusp of normality, so I never feel off by being the weird one in the room. Asking the weird questions. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Value-based care. What does that mean? Like the they're paid based on results and quality of services rendered, not yeah, that's great. I've always thought that it needs to be something like that, you know, like otherwise, you know, it so easily just creates this, it obviously creates this like incentive to just keep somebody kind of like going from this test to that test to this procedure to that procedure. You know what I mean? Like, it's so clearly incentivized in the current system. It's like, well, why do we need to fix you when we're making so much money off of you being broken? Ah, yes, that's great. Right. Yeah, you're right. It's like they're speaking business lingo and you're not, and you don't realize it until afterwards. Kind of like how lawyers speak, you know, like lawyer speech. Or like when they prescribe you something because you just didn't say no to their recommendation. You didn't say yes either. But by you not saying no is like basically saying yes, like all that kind of between the line type stuff. It's like, I don't want this. Why'd you write that prescription? I'm not paying for that. Yeah. True. Yeah, I wonder that too, Scorch. Not you know, it's not an easy problem to fix. If it were, it would already be fixed. But I think some problems in this world are just perpetual. Just gotta try to deal with them as best you can. Yeah, right. Oh, nice. My an old friend of mine got into medical device sales. That was an interesting perspective to learn about. Yeah, that's nice, Death by Cow. Just drug them up. Hey, how you doing? Whoa.
I even got a lot. Want to see them?
Let's see. Mom defeated you, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Well, you definitely lost. How did that happen?
Mom kissed me.
Oh, yeah? We actually collect versions of Uno. I don't know if you knew this, but there's actually a lot of versions of Uno nowadays. That one's called No Mercy. And you can see it's got like plus 10s in there.
One card made me draw that many cards.
Oh, this one, yeah. This
I chose red, but it like didn't show off any red until there was one. Wait,
Okay.
what does he have on his nose? Is that a bandage?
That was a Band-Aid, yeah.
How did he get that?
I don't know. I probably had an owie on the lip. I'm using it to this reference to see the eyes and the nose area.
Well, he has cute eyes.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, let me tell him about this card. So in No Mercy Uno, let me tell him. You play this card down, and the opponent has to choose a color. So let's say, Mom played that card, and Emma chose red. Or I can't remember. Maybe she chooses. But anyways, you have to draw cards until you get a red card. So you can draw a lot of cards that way. But if you hit 25 cards, you lose. You kind of get like knocked out. So you can't have more than 25. So she lost. That was probably the most fun. The No Mercy Uno. Also, like, say you put like a +2, so someone has to draw 2 cards. They can match it with a +2 or even do a higher plus number, and it goes to the next person, and it can go like pass around like a few times, and then you have like +30 on deck. And then if somebody can't, doesn't have a plus card to counteract it, they end up having to draw all those cards. So it gets pretty intense. So like say I played a +2, and then you guys played a +2, and then I had a +4 and I played that, and then you played a +4, and it'd go back and forth like this until someone couldn't do it, and then you'd have to add up all the pluses, and that the person would have to draw that many cards. So you had to be careful when you're using your plus cards, because you might need to use them to defend yourself. Not just attack, but also defend. I don't know, that's really fun. There's this other one called Liar's Uno, which is has a lot of like almost like a poker type quality to it. There's like half the cards in Liar's Uno are called lying cards, and you have to play them face down and say what they are. And you can bluff and say it is something that it's actually not. If someone calls your bluff and they're right, you have to grab your card and draw like a card or two. I can't remember. But if they're wrong, they have to draw. So. But you only reveal the card if somebody tries calling you out for lying. So that one gets pretty interesting. Okay. Hmm. Well, you have a lot of. I think everyone likes games, and you have a lot of sway when it comes to that stuff. As the parent, you're one of the most influential people in your child's life, for better or for worse. That's the reality, man. Many of the world's problems are just a byproduct of parenting. We started off with we did a lot of board games and stuff, and that's transitioned into still doing card and board games, but we do like computer games and stuff. Mostly creative ones, like like Planet Zoo. Emma loves playing Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster, like designing theme parks and stuff. Hey, Mr. Deagle, thank you. Yeah, we're getting closer. I think tonight we'll get it into the first baking phase. So we'll keep refining and get them into the first baking phase, and then we can continue refinement. Start working on the other parts of the head, ears, and whatnot. Soon, Mortal Kombat and Doom. Yeah, probably not so soon.
Could someone please direct me to
All right.
the cnotbusch kingdom? Which direction is that?
And a tip on top. Thank you so much, there, Death by
Shipping
Cow.
for troll heads.
I appreciate that. Mr. Seb, good evening, my friend. As I've gotten older, I've shifted to enjoying board and tabletop games more and more. Yeah. Oh, nice, Scorch. Yeah, me and Emma's first computer game together was this game called is it Evershade? Evershade? I think that's what it's called. Something like that. Let me check it. What was it? I think it's Evershade. No. Shade. East Shade. That's what it's called. East Shade. That was a special time. We're sitting on my lap playing our first computer game together. Playing through our first little adventure. Okay, let me go get some coffee and some fresh eyes, and then we'll continue. I'll be right back. Yeah, that's a good place to be though, Ko-Fi, and that's just something you have to kind of figure out, you know, as a family. So we, yeah, it's about just controlling what what the content is, and the time. I think that's really it. Because we can't protect our kids from this digital realm that we're in, right? So they're gonna grow up in a world that's just gonna be probably way beyond what we even think it's gonna be right now. So and yes, like when I was a kid growing up, even though we didn't have like PCs and stuff the way that they are now, we were watching cartoons probably just as much, if not more. And that's just, cartoons is just straight up brain rot. There's no substance there. There's no educational quality there whatsoever. But like the way we've kind of figured it out is Emma gets certain periods of screen time during the week, we call the work week. But there's certain things she can watch during the work week and certain things she can watch during the weekend, you know? The during the week when she has her screen time during the week, it's mostly educational stuff. So like PBS Kids is a really great resource, for just stuff that's entertaining but also teaching really good things. So that tends to fill in her during the work week stuff. And then on the weekends, there's other things, you know, that's more of like, story driven and not so much trying to teach. And then of course we do gaming. We do gaming together on the weekends. So yeah, PBS Kids, if you have not checked it out in a long time, has come really far they have a whole app with all kinds of different shows, you know. There's this one called Daniel Tiger, which is based on Mr. Rogers, you know. It even has Trolley in it and a lot of the same tunes and vibes and all that stuff. So Looney Tunes gave me the love for classical music. Checkmate, Chris. Yeah, well, okay, so we started to watch, like, I wanted to introduce Emma to, like, Tom and Jerry or something like that, and then I realized how absolutely brutal Tom and Jerry is with, like, violence, and just, like, watching Emma react to, like, certain, like, scenes that were happening. I was like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't let her watch this stuff. They're literally, like, attacking each other the entire time. They're like in terrible ways that in reality would actually kill them most of the time or do terrible damage. Like, But the classical music. Yeah. Yes. I watched it growing up. Look at how great I turned out. Bluey, yeah, Bluey's a good one. There's this one called Tumbleleaf. It's actually a stop motion show. Really awesome. Such creative energy in this show called Tumbleleaf. It's really, really good stuff. Foghorn Leghorn. I've never heard of that one. Oh, lump on the head. Let me tap that down. I need a horseshoe to go on this bump on my head. It's funny, I had the same reaction, but I loved that show when I was a kid. It was my favorite. Yeah, I did too. And the thing is she was really enjoying it right away too. But I was like, okay, you know what? So just because, we took a step back from that, for sure. And that really, the reality is you can really craft what your kid is exposed to and sees quite a lot. Like, just because it's something we watched when we were kids doesn't mean it has to be something she watches. At least not until maybe when she's older or something. But Looney Tune Rooster. Okay. Nah, she doesn't really do a lot of Looney Tunes. Yeah. No. She watches, there's a show on PBS Kids where she learns about, like, God, what's the thing that device that measures wind? An anemometer. She literally, 5-year-old daughter starts talking about anemometers and how they're a device used to measure wind. This is something she learned from a PBS Kids show. All the time throughout the day, she just randomly like starts talking about these little things she learns through PBS Kids. Every time I'm like, Storybots, is that the one? Every time one of these random facts just jumps out of her like that, I'm like, it's like confirmation that, okay, yes, it's definitely good to like separate, the brain rot content from the stuff that actually is beneficial, Yeah. Foghorn was rougher than Tom and Jerry. Now, Tom and Jerry is pretty rugged stuff. Pretty brutal. Phineas and Ferb. I don't know. I've not seen it. One thing she likes to watch too is YouTube videos of diorama sculpture, or like people that make the little miniature foods out of colored clay. That's always very interesting for her.
It's good to see you again. Pull up a chair by the hearth.
Oh, yeah. So she has a tablet that it's all set up for it to be a very controlled environment for a kid. It's the Amazon tablet. I think it's Amazon. But I can actually handpick specific YouTube videos and have she can go on her tablet and see all the a list of videos. So it's not like full access to actual YouTube. It's lists of videos that Dad has picked out. And a lot of times we'll sit together and pick out videos together, but mostly just art stuff, like start to finish videos of creation of certain things. So yeah. Yeah, those content creators that make the YouTube videos of just like playing with toys or like squishing around squishy stuff, like so many views. It's crazy. No risk of YouTube rabbit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Let me see here. Yeah. Yeah, they do have a lot of good science stuff. They have a whole app for videos and games. PBS Kids does. The games are pretty awesome too. Just really good, educational. But, you know, not like boring educational, actually has entertainment value too. And it's free. That's the best part about it. Unlike the Sunday sculpting class. That's right. A paper map and notebook. Wait, like a tabletop type game version of Morrowind? I'm trying to think how old I was when I first encountered games. I was basically hooked from day one. I just can't remember if it was I think it was probably, jeez, I don't even remember. I think it was Nintendo with like Duck Hunt and stuff like that. But I don't think we didn't have it. It was the neighbor. I think the neighbors had it. It was probably around the age of maybe like 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. No, Xbox. Oh, okay. I never got very far in Morrowind. Me and my brothers always got to the first town and just like, there's like this, I think it starts with a B, like Bruma or something like that, this bigger town. And we would always go into like the first shop you found and just ransack the place and take everything and sell it to the next shop. Well, I do remember the first console we got was Sega Genesis. Because remember in Morrowind, the guards couldn't follow you into buildings, so you'd like literally like just go into a shop, you'd off the shop owner, and then you would just methodically fill your inventory with all his stuff and then go to the next shop and sell it to that shop guy until you've sold all the shop stuff from the first guy, emptied it out, and made the like you'd make the house your own basically. You just take over like a squatter. And then when you got done selling everything to the other shopkeeper, you would repeat the process. You would off him, take all his stuff, shuffle it to the next shop, sell it. That was basically it. So, and then the guards would try to catch you, but you just like run from one door and then right into the next, you know, right before they got you, you know. Because they couldn't come inside. They couldn't in Morrowind. They couldn't go through the door and actually go inside a building. What happened when we ran out of shops? We usually lost interest by then. It's like, well, this game's pretty much over. I already beat it. Has Chris ever played a game as intended? I played like 0% of the story of Morrowind, but played many hours. Most of the time spent just oh yeah. Actually, this is what broke Morrowind for me. So after we got done with the shop escapade, okay, we had if you're wandering around in the wilderness in Morrowind, you'll encounter this guy who has boots of blinding speed. Did anybody remember those? I think it's like a dead body on the side of the road or something, like some sort of weird random situation. And you get these boots called boots of blinding speed, which let you run insanely fast, but you can't see. It blacks out your vision. Well, oh yeah. I think that's the guy. He falls out of the sky. It's something like that, and you get these boots from him. Well, anyways, we discovered that if you play the cat people, that the blinding effect isn't actually total blindness. It's just they make it really dark. So you activate night vision, which canceled out the blinding effect. And then you use a staff of levitation with a levitation spell. And with the combo of those three things, you're able to literally fly around the map like you're in developer mode. And that just was it. That was game over at that point. It's like, okay. Flew to like the highest mountain and back and like all over the whole map of Morrowind, wherever we wanted to go. Then it was like rolled the credits, you know, after that. Then I was like, okay. I am the supreme being in this world. Game over. So funny. Yeah, right. Creative game breaking combos. That's what made it kind of fun. Lets you get inventive with things. I think honestly that is the journey of a Elder Scrolls game, to go from like the prisoner that was in shackles to this like glowing ethereal being of absolute destruction that can just like snap fingers and wipe out whole towns, you know. That is the Elder Scrolls experience. Yeah, I mean they all kind of start that same way, where you're like a prisoner, or you know, really low, at your lowest point of your character's existence at the beginning of the game. Skyrim, yeah. I probably played Skyrim more than any of the games, but that's because I also got into the modding side of Skyrim, which really you can really elevate the game with mods. Morrowind and Skyrim too. You're a prisoner in Skyrim, aren't you? Skyrim, Morrowind, and Oblivion. You all start off as a prisoner. They really figured out the formula, the hero's journey formula. No, it's not silly. Actually, it's brilliant to use. Actually, now that I think about it, Fallout is the same. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same character arc. Same concept. Starting from the absolute bottom. The rags to riches story. Also, like games like Fable and stuff, same thing. The zero to hero journey. Yeah, it's coming out soon, isn't it? Isn't it coming out soon? I'm trying to think which one it was. The last Fable I remember, you started off as like a homeless orphan, sleeping on like a bed out in the cold, some like ruined building. All right. All right, here comes the tricky part. Ah, not bad. Shine on the other side. Yeah, so I'm going with more of like a traditional look, where the finish of this will either be stone or like bronze looking, like a bronze statue or a stone statue. And that's one thing you'll see them do, like in a non-colored portrait sculpture, where they kind of like sculpturally add in stuff like the shine and stuff you would normally do in the painting stage. Oh. All right, I gotta do a photo check and go convene with my photo department, and we'll see what adjustments we need to make. I'll be right back. Hey, what's up, Savs? It's been good, man. Thanks. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Didn't mean to bump you. Didn't see you there. No. Partial like neckline, partial like neckline shoulder area, but not the full shoulder. Mostly focused on the head and the hair. Hey, that one guy, how you doing? Just chipping away at this portrait here. That's about it.
Ally, please accept these treasures as a gift for your unwavering
Working and
service
lurking.
to the kingdom.
Hey, Silent Bullets, thank you so much, man. Thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it, brother. Get your wisdom. 56 months. Self-portrait? Yeah. Looks just like me, right? It's actually Obi-Wan Kenobi. No, that's not a portrait of me. Actually, you can do exclamation story and get the story of the person who this portrait is of. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's see, Mr. Bullets. Yeah, literally. Some days, courage means showing up, even when you'd rather hide. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Just showing up. Hmm. That's true. You ever seen an actual biblically accurate cherub? Cherubim. It's more like the like those statues in Neverending Story with the laser beam eyes. Something more akin to that. Yeah. 3 sets of wings. 4 heads. Eyes all over the wings. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep. Apologies. Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up, King? Burning one. Are those the same ones that were also described as like flying, burning of flying serpents, like fiery serpents? The seraphim. Seraph 30. Ah, Serub. Now we know how he's made. He's a cross between a seraphim and a cherub. Serub. I knew he was a mythical beast of some sort. Couldn't quite pinpoint. I could have swore there was some sort of ancient. Hey,
The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
hey, Cozy. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, welcome, raiders. We're sculpting a portrait. How you doing? Good evening. Yeah, sorry about that. Consulting with my fresh eyes. We're discussing features and things that need to be changed. It's always a battle like this with likenesses. We might have to do eye surgery and move his eyes closer together. Oh, okay. Working on a comic, waiting on your new assignment from Disney. Okay. Cool. Disney putting you to work, huh? Yeah, also, okay, so then this needs to go down the nostril a little bit. The challenge is here too, like the difficulty is there's a lot of references from like various angles and different ages. So it's another layer to the challenge for sure. It's not like, for example, when I did like an actor like Norman Reedus, I have very dead on front, side view, you know, like every different angle you could possibly imagine, you know. So it's still a battle, even if you have all the reference in the world. Yeah, for real, Cozy. My wife will just straight up like right in the face, you know. And I'll desperately defend my work with utmost aggression and knee-jerk reaction kickback. No, you don't understand. It's fine. The truth. Why does it always hurt so much? Deep down inside, we know. But when confronted with it, it's too much to bear. Cannot bear it. Alright, so basically, it's when you get attached to the work is when you start running into problems. So we just need to be more bold. With our adjustments here. Yeah, yes. But let me, hold on. Before my chat baits you into a Nightbot slap, let me give you a permit. They like to do that. I like to do that sometimes too. I'll say, yeah, go ahead and boast it. Knowing full well Nightbot will get you. Because it's easier just to click to uncover your message than to type permit. It's pure laziness. Cozy art. Oh. Oh, wait. Permit. Cozy art. There we go. You have 0.5 seconds to share your message. Nope, not quick enough. Ban him. Ban him. Hey, look at that. I'm gonna say it. Very nice. Oh, spawn. That's pretty cool. Very nice, my friend. Set some whatchamacallit, almost like Frankenstein-esque. Blade Runner. Some Judge Dredd. Cool, man. What's the, I mean, you probably can't talk about what the project is with Disney, but if you can, I'd be interested to hear. Cozy. Cozy. Jose. Like Jose? Jose. Jose. Let's see. Jose. Jose art. Over 100 oil or gouache paintings, so I'll be busy this year. Oh, wow. Will you be able to stream any of that work, or will that be all off stream, basically? Yeah, awesome. Ah, smart. Very wise. Very cool. Now, have you been doing work for Disney previously? Or is this the first gig with them? I'm still undecisive on if I need to do eye surgery here. Oh, that's right. And then, okay. And so basically, you got like kind of grandfathered over once Disney took over. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not too sure about this. Yeah. More like more of the like needing to check things and approvals and adjustments and all that fun stuff. Yeah. That's part of it, you know, it's part of the I think it's good to work not just for easy clients, but also ones that give you a little bit of a hard time, you know. It's a good skill to develop. Good to have a mixture. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Being adaptability, ability to not do what you want to do, but what somebody else wants you to do. Right. Let me see here. This goes in more. Like so. Just be drastic here. I'm not attached. This is not even my own work. Let me just chop it up here real quick. Rhinoplasty. Okay, so this does kind of come down a little bit here. But then it goes. Oh. Where'd that come from? Stop that. I think it might even cut down a little bit more here. Hey man, we'll catch you later. Until next time, my friend. Until next time. Where? Right there? Oh, that's your monitor is dirty. There's a speck there. You need to get it some cleaner. Clean that off. It's actually messing with the whole stream somehow. So if you could do that, if you could just scrub that off, that'd be great. Let's see. Let's see. Are we good? Are we good now? Thank you. Thank you for doing that. See, the problem is I have specks all over my monitor. So it's hard to tell. I'm used to all these specks, these like paint splatters and random things on my monitor. That definitely helped. I used to. One usually for my reference and one for my whole OBS and chat setup. We had to cut this down just a smidge. Great. I mean, it's got to have chat. I look at chat. I look at the monitor, like the screen view of the actual, what the stream sees, and then I look at reference. So I kind of hit all three each time I look over. What size? What is that? Corner to corner they measure? Oops. This one's 24 inches. And this one I think is a bit bigger. Oh no, this one's 23. Basically two 24s. All right, we're getting there with the nose. Definitely some positive shifts. A 34 ultra wide. Ooh, curved. Yeah, I actually have the flexible monitor tape stuff, and I just wrap it around my head when I'm playing games. You know, the flexible screen material. Just wrap it around, and I just game it up. Yeah. I like to be fully immersed. Like a slap bracelet. Yeah. It's an invention I'm working on. It's like a slap bracelet monitor, but for your head size one. And you have to take it and you just slap it right on your face, and it whoosh, wraps around, and you start gaming. different angle. Different view. No, not really. I'm pretty content with the size of the monitors. Right. I mean, there's been moments where I've definitely had a lot more going on the monitors and having to kind of like juggle tabs and stuff. But yes, certainly nothing of priority, that's for sure. Oh, yeah? Just an extra 24-inch laying around? I shall keep it in mind and let you know. I have to consider it. I do appreciate that. The offer. A very generous offer. Yes. I actually think this one up here was a hand-me-down gifted one as well. We don't say no to gifts around here, but I also don't want to say yes if unless I'm sure it would be used and needed. I'll have to circle back. He's kind of got these kind of deeper areas next to the eye here. Hey, Kofi. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you later. Okay. I've officially blinded myself here. So, we're not going to set any times on when we need to be baking this or not. It's just keep pushing it till I'm 100%. Or both me and the missus are 100%. No matter how long that takes. I feel like it gets better each time, so we'll just continue on that path. Right. Yeah, I mean, it's the whole project is right here, basically. Everything else is just, it's hair and background noise compared to this. This is the main important thing. So I do want to see. Let's compare. Do a. Let's see here. Let's do a comparison. Let's see. Let's do. All right, let's see. Okay, ready, and I mean it's kind of like this. Definitely the changes are getting less, which I guess means we're getting closer. Let's see. But definitely a lot of adjustments there. Okay. All right. Well, let's leave that there, and we'll hit it again next Tuesday evening. What a battle. An arduous battle. We'll get there. These types of battles are certainly easier to deal with once you've gone through the ringer enough times and you realize that it's just part of the process, that it's not that the difficulty and the struggle is not a sign that you're on the wrong path, but that you're actually on the right path. That's the real key here. Then it doesn't bother you as much. So I was doing a lesson with my student today. We were going over we've been doing female sculpting lessons, right? But I didn't have my example baked, and he wanted to go over ears and hair because he had done like 8 female heads, just the face, and I didn't have any baked female heads to do the hair on, so we ended up coming up with this lovely gal here. Part of our lesson. It's kind of funny. It's like, well, don't have any pretty lady faces laying around that are baked and need hair, but I did have that I don't even know what I made that one for, but there he is. He looks beautiful. Thought that was pretty funny. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here, folks. Gonna sail on into the evening hours, and I will be back tomorrow, bright and early, 8 a.m. So hopefully I see you then. We'll be working on the Paladin, actually. Jernai Paladin, so. Let's see. Let's find someone to raid, and I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. I appreciate you all. As always, feels good to be back in the kind of the grind, you know, back into the groove. So, Mermac Mud Co. Let's go raid. Let's go check out some pottery. Let's go see some ceramic arts, shall we? Yeah. Thank you, Deagle. I appreciate you, man. Glad to have you here for the creation of this. I think it's better that you're here. That's just what I think. It's a better thing. All right. Till next time, my friends. Bye-bye.